Wow guys, this is a vibe. This look is a vibe. A full blown vibe. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Your boy is back at it again with a new makeup tutorial, and today it's focused on the eyes. I recently picked up the new revolutionxtammi Tropical Twilight palette. I just thought the palette looked so nice. Obviously the packaging's gorgeous. It's like kind of sunset and paradise. Inside you've got a big mirror, which I think is great. We've got a really nice variety of tones. I like the fact that these are like brights, but they've got a bit of depth to them, so they're not like super electric neon brights. They've got that kind of really nice, rich, intense, kind of just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous bright. So I just thought, that's right up my street. There's some pressed glitters in there as well. Let's have fun with it. There's a nice row of neutrals at the top. Matte, neutral shimmers, bright, matte, bright shimmers. So I just thought it was really, really cool. So I thought I'm just going to sit down, do a cute little look, see what happens, and yeah, not really got a plan in mind. We're just going to do something really, really, really fun. If you guys are not already subscribed to me, then let's make sure today is the day that we hit subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. And without further ado, I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to do a really super cute eye look. Okay, so I've just zoomed you guys in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. For my eyes, I'm going to just start off using the PLouise base in the shade Rimmer 03. Okay, so just looking at the palette, I think I want to use some of the kind of blue tones and purples. I think purple and blue were my kind of vibe for today. And I think I'm going to do groundbreaking a spotlight. Let's start off with a really small brush, just something kind of tapered. And I'm going to just start off by stamping the shade True Love and using that to kind of map out my spotlight. Oh, I should have baked before I did this, just in case I get fallout. I'm going to pop on a little bit of this powder actually. I've just really, obviously it's quite a bright palette and I just don't want to get any fallout on my makeup. So just whack it on with no real precision. This is not a bake as in a bake to snatch. This is a bake to catch. Yep, so I'm just going to overly bake myself. Please don't come for me, I know this looks ridiculous. I just don't want any fallout when I'm building up my darker colours. So we're just taking True Love in the inner and outer corners. I think I want this to be quite a smoked out look as well. So we'll see what I come up with. That colour is really cute, I like that a lot. So far so good. But normally I'll do one eye before I film and or one eye once I've done the finished look, but today I think I'll just do both eyes as we go because I want to do that really super kind of blown out look, and sometimes you need to kind of go back and forward with the same brushes and it would just hate to ruin it in the second eye. Okay, of course I baked and I'm wearing black, so we love that. I'm just going to make sure it's just kind of pushed in a little bit. I'm just really conscious that on camera it's going to look like I've got crazy white under eyes, which I do right now, but it's not the plan look. Okay, so now we're going to take a slightly smaller brush. So I'm going to just make sure the edges are nice and diffused because it's nice to diffuse the edges of the first colour before you go in with your second colour. I think that's a trick where a lot of people go wrong when they're doing their backwards blend, is they just stamp out the colour and then try and blend it out with another one, but they don't actually diffuse the edges of the first one first, so it works a lot harder. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Dusk, which is this really nice kind of mustardy yellow colour, and we're going to just use that to slowly diffuse out the pink. And what you'll find is this might mix together in the crease to make a kind of orangey colour. That's totally fine. I just think yellow eyeshadow is something that's so good for giving your looks like that really like next level kind of blend, and it's a colour that we'd always think, why don't I use yellow in my eyes? But it works. So we're just kind of using Dusk to diffuse True Love, and then we're going to go in and add some more colours. And then once that's kind of looking how you want it blend wise, I like to switch to a fluffier brush. This is a Morphe R34 with more of that yellow colour, and we're going to just start to really build up our blend. The reason why we're doing that is because if you go straight in with the bigger brush first and start to blend away the pink, it's going to just kind of make the colour really hard to control. And when you've got no lid space like me, control is kind of everything. Okay, so now you've got a nice kind of blend going on top. We're going to take a little bit more of the shade True Love and just go back in and re-intensify that in the crease. I do have a plan here, I think. I'm going to do like blue and stuff in the crease, but now I think I'm going to just do the upper lid like pinks and purples with the yellow, I think. But you know what I'm like? I start a look and I go, I'm going to do this, and then halfway through I go, no, I'm going to do this, and then later on I go, actually I'm going to do this. Yeah, you just kind of want to make sure those colours look really nice and blended. That real kind of sunset look. I might pop a little bit of the orange in between just to help the blend as well. The orange is called Sunrise, sorry. Oh, these colours are building up really nicely. I'm quite impressed with these so far. I've seen so many looks using this palette on like YouTube and Instagram, and I just thought, oh, it's just gorgeous. So I just thought I need it in my life. Yeah, I just thought I really want this palette, so I thought it was on offer, I'll pick it up. Yeah. So that's purple going into orange into yellow, but I like to go back and forward and get my colour looking super vibrant. And these are still quite bright, but I like how they're bright but they're like deep. I know I keep saying that and you guys are probably like, Alan, what are you talking about? But they've got like depth to them. They're not like pastel, they're not neon, they're like jewel tone, and I just think they're definitely a kind of tone that is really missing on the market just now. So I think this is definitely a really great palette that Revolution and Tammi have came together for. I've actually become really addicted to watching Tammi's videos ever since I watched her palette reveal. I just think that it's like, she's just so chill, like you just want to chill when you're watching her videos. It's very like something you want to unwind. She's just like really chilled out. Once we're happy with how the purple and the orange and the yellow are all kind of building together, we'll move on to the next step, which is going to be to darken it up a little bit, but I'm just not quite there yet. I keep leaving it this middle bit empty, and I don't know if I want to do that today. I mean, I should, because I've started building it that way, but no, I will, because it looks nice. And then when you get to the edges, you know, I like to just take no extra product and just start to pull it out. And the same at the front, just kind of push it up into the brows. I like everything to be really kind of pushed out, really grungy, really cute, really smoky. I picked the wrong day to wear a leather shirt to film. Okay, so now I'm going to go in for a darker shade again. So we're going to take the shade Twilight now, which is a really gorgeous looking dark purple. And we're going to just take that on the outer corner first. And I'm not taking it super high, just slightly above my natural crease. Oh, that is gorgeous. Like, purple eyeshadows are hard to get super popping, but that is lovely. I really like that. And I kind of feel like recently I really like doing still like my cut creases and still my spotlights, but I'm kind of moving away from them being like super carved and super sharp. I quite like things to be a little bit more kind of grungy. Like I've said before, but I'm super obsessed with how like Stacey Marie does makeup. I really love that style, where it's still super intense and it's still super vibrant, but it's got that really nice kind of like grungy, blown out look to it. I just think it looks sick. And I just love purple. Purple is like my favourite colour in the eyes. Those colours are building up really nicely. I think these look really cute actually, yeah. So now that we've done the darker purple, we're going to just go in with the lighter purple again, True Love, and just kind of start to diffuse that again. I think with these kind of looks, when you're wanting really bright colours to look super blended, it's all about that kind of backwards and forwards process, just to make sure that your blend is super seamless, really flawless, especially because I'm not going for anything too technical in terms of like a super carved out cut crease or whatever, where you can kind of get away with a bad blend because there's precision in the kind of cutting and stuff. But for this one, because it's more soft and blown out, the main kind of focus of the look would be the blend, so that it needs to be like, don't worry, that's what I'm here for. So always just going in with the previous colour and going over the edges just to really diffuse it. This is like my favourite way to do eyeshadow. I just think that it's so nice when you can kind of see every colour you've used, but at the same time they've all got their own kind of moment and they've all got a little pop of each other. So it's just every colour you can kind of see, but then you can't see where one ends and one begins. That's the kind of vibe that I like when I'm doing super bright, super blended out smokes. Another big fluffy brush. And we're going back in with that yellow shade just to make sure that I don't lose that, because I think the yellow shade is what's going to give it that really nice kind of electric warmth, which I like in my looks. Oh yeah, that makes all the difference. It's so weird. See, when I'm doing my own makeup just for every day, like not for YouTube, I'm so meticulous about what brushes I use, and then see when it comes to filming, I just pick up any. I don't know why it is. Right, how's it looking? How's she looking? Okay, the blend is popping, and remember that you're going to have some space underneath it to blend it as well, so don't worry. So the purples and stuff look so sick, like I'm so obsessed with how these purples are looking, but I think I want to deepen it up just a little bit more and add a kind of second dimension to the look. So I think I'm going to go in with some blue. I don't know why I'm bothering to do this makeup. I'm going to put a mask on soon and my makeup's going to be ruined. But we move, right, blue. A little smudger brush from a video I filmed the other day, so I'll take that for some blue. So I'm going to take the shade Nightfall now, which is this really gorgeous deep teal. And we're going to just use that to really smoke out the outer and inner corner of the eye. I'm so glad I put down some powder because the look is quite dark. This Nightfall, it might read a little bit more like a black, like a blue black on the eye, but I don't know if it's meant to. No, it's still got a nice blue tone to it. And we're just kind of pressing that right on our outer corner and inner corner and getting the outer and inner corner really smoky. This is going to look so nice because obviously the blue will tie into the purple really nicely, but it's going to give it a lot of depth, which we want, because I wanted the eye to have quite a bit of depth today. That was my kind of goal. Almost to look like the packaging, to be honest. And the trick is, once you've stamped that down, blend it out, just make sure that the purple is still really prominent. And if you feel that you lose any of your purple tones, then you can just go back in and add some more, because that blue is very pigmented. Wow guys, this is a vibe. This look is a vibe. A full blown vibe. Wow, this is smoky AF for a Friday morning. Okay, so my camera did its usual favourite thing to overheat, like it likes to do to me all the time. So what I did was I just finished off this eye off camera, and then on both eyes I did my under eye. So all I really did was take the same kind of colours in my crease, so the yellow, the orange, the purple and the blue, smoked them out, and then I added black in my waterline, which I've not done in so long, and I forgot how much it makes you feel like that bitch. So we've done that. So I'm just going to finish off the top eye on camera. Before we do that, I'm going to use my inner corner highlight, because this colour here, Moonlit, like, it looks so strange. It's almost like a putty, so it's super 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 like squishy, and I just wanted to pack it on the inner corner. It's also on the lid, but you can't really see because there's glitter on top. It wasn't doing what I wanted in the lid. I wanted it more sparkly, but for the inner corner, I'm sure you'll agree that is gorgeous. I like how it's kind of duochrome. If I can be bothered, I put it in my brow bone, but brow bone highlight, oh, I just don't think it's for me, and it's a shame because I love it. Right, so onto the lid. The lid was really easy. What we did first of all was we took a little bit more of the PLouise base in the shade 3, and on a little kind of really small fluffy brush, I literally just go tap 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 and tap it right up. You know I like my kind of disconnected spotlight eye, so do that and tap it all the way up to give you that really nice kind of halo eye that I love when it has that kind of sharp. Ever since Kim K did that to the Met Gala, that has become like my favourite eye shape. If you've got hooded eyes, you know. And then I'm going to take a little brush with a mixture of the yellow and the orange and just go over the edges, because obviously the lid's quite dark and I don't want to put on a shimmer shade on its own. So if I have this underneath, it will help my blend a lot stronger, because I hate when it's like a dark shade into a light shimmer. There needs to be some sort of gradient. Then we're going to take a little bit more of that shade Moonlit first, just as a base for what we're going to do on top. Oh, she is squishy. I don't know how I feel about that. On its own, this is really beautiful. I think if I could put this on top of like a white or something, it would look sick. But it just wasn't going to stand out on top of the colour that I had planned. So I went in one of the pressed glitters, which normally I would not, because I'm not a massive fan of pressed glitter. Like, she looks really cute on her own. You see, like, it still looks gorgeous. I just want a little bit extra. But what we're going to do is just make sure that that kind of yellow and orange transition's still there when you put the shimmer on top. Just so that we go to put the glitter on top, it's got a nice kind of gradient. I like when everything's got a kind of blurred out edge. I think it just makes the whole look super seamless. So you've got a really nice base, but you're always going to add more. So I'm going to take a little brush. This is my little Urban Decay detailed smudger. And I'm going to take a little bit of the NYX Glitter Primer, sorry. We're literally just going to take it, oh, and it nearly fell. Right up the centre, so anywhere that light's hitting, anywhere we've carved out with the primer, from root to tip, just like that. Make sure it's got enough glitter that it's going to really grip and be really sticky. Again, don't lose your kind of gradient edge because it's really important to the look that it's got a nice seamless blend. And then I'm going to take the shade Starlight, which looks in the pan like a greeny colour, but on the lid it just looks like the nicest gold. Looks so sparkly, and I normally hate a glitter in a palette, but I'm sure you can agree this one is just next level. So what I do is I put it on with one finger, the primer the finger that I apply it with, and then what I do is take a dry finger with nothing else on it and just go over the top just to make sure that it's not super like a chunky line of glitter, and really kind of disperse that out. You could also use a brush at this point, but I don't know, I just think I quite like the finger to kind of sprinkle the glitter across the eye. Oh wow, I am so obsessed with that. So what I'm going to do now, of course, the usual, I'm going to jump off camera, I'm going to pop on my lashes, and I'll meet you back here for the finished look. Okay guys, there we have it, that is the finished look. I am super obsessed with how this turned out. I think this eye look is so nice. I think this palette is just a complete winner. I just think it's got so many colours, so many options. You could literally do so many looks with it. I've stuck to the kind of bottom half this time, but I might do a more neutral look for like Instagram or something, we'll see. But yeah, I'm super obsessed with how this look turned out. It's really got me feeling like full on tropical fantasy. I like to just make sure as well that I'm pulling that out, right out to my temples, because you know, that is the vibe we go for at this house. So yeah, I really like this look. I think it looks really nice. What do you guys think? Do you think I look super beat? The lashes, again, I don't know what they are. I just found them in a case because they're all mixed up, so I don't know what name they are. They're proper Dog Beauty, they normally are when I use lashes. Yeah, I'm super obsessed how this look turned out. So yeah, let me know in the comments, do you guys like this look? It is a full beat, which obviously is my favourite kind of vibe here. So if you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below any looks you want to see me do using this palette or any other palettes. I really think that Revolution and Tammi have killed it with this palette. I think it is top notch quality. I think the colour selection is bomb. If you haven't already, let's make sure today is the day that you hit subscribe. Come on. I think we could get to 4K soon, you know. And also, if you have not already got me on Instagram and Twitter, then let's make sure today is the day you follow me. I'll put them on the screen somewhere up here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. It's much appreciated. I will see you next time. Bye.